How's it going, Vault Hunters, and welcome back to another Borderlands 2 Legendary Weapons Guide. And today, we're going to be going after the legendary Vladof pistol, known as the Infinity Pistol. Now, the Infinity Pistol can come in all elements except explosive and slag, and is a base game item, which means no DLCs are required. And the red text for this weapon reads, "It's closer than you think." No, it isn't. And note that the name of your Infinity may be different to mine, but will always be some variation of the Infinity. To get your very own Infinity, we first need to go to our nearest fast travel station. Once there, head to Three Horns Valley. Now that we loaded in, open up your map, scroll a little to the right, and within the red circle, we will find the enemy known as Doc Mercy. So before we get into all the super big details about the Infinity Pistol, I'm going to show you two methods to get to Doc Mercy. One is the faster method with a little trick, and the other one is if you're having a hard time getting the trick. This is an easier way of just getting to him, but it does cost a little bit more time. But before we can even get Doc Mercy to spawn in, we are first going to have to progress through the main campaign until we accept the quest known as Hunting the Firehawk. So now that we've accepted the main quest, Hunting the Firehawk, we can now go speak to Dr. Zed, who will give us a couple of quests to complete. The first one being Do No Harm, followed up by Medical Mystery, and then part 2 of Medical Mystery being Excommunicated. Once you've accepted Excommunicated, you can now farm Doc Mercy. You do not have to complete this quest. Once you've accepted Excommunicated, Doc Mercy now has a 100% chance to spawn into the location shown before, as well as having a 10% chance at dropping you the Infinity. The Infinity Pistol also has several other enemies that have it as a dedicated drop in their pool. The first one being Digistruck Doc Mercy from the raid on Digistruck Peak at a 10% chance. The second drop source is going to be Chubby or Tubby Bones enemies from Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep at a 10% chance. The third enemy is going to be the Gold Golem from Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep with a 1.95% chance at dropping you the Infinity. And the final dedicated drop source for this weapon is going to be Lieutenant Angvar from the Commander Lilith DLC at a 12.5% drop chance. Now, this item definitely has a lot of variety when it comes to wanting to do a dedicated farm for, but I overall just recommend that you go for Doc Mercy due to him being the fastest, as well as not requiring any DLCs if you are someone who unfortunately does not own any. The closest non-unique item in the game to the Infinity Pistol would be a purple Vladof pistol with matching parts and prefix. As you can see, its purple counterpart is much superior in damage, and you may have noticed that although they have the 2-for-1 prefix for Vladof pistols, the Infinity Pistol does not have a 2 times next to it. And that is because due to the Infinity Pistol's legendary effect of infinite ammo, it instead has a 1 in 4 chance to fire an extra shot, unlike its other Vladof pistol counterparts that all are guaranteed to shoot 2 bullets per shot with this prefix. And just like the name of the weapon, that being the Infinity, this thing has infinite ammo, which means you can shoot this thing for days and you will never consume a bullet, which really makes this weapon a very nice backup weapon for characters that don't have the greatest ammo regeneration. Another unique property about the Infinity Pistol is that it has a very special firing pattern, that being it shoots in a loop-to-loop shape, or an infinity symbol, which makes it function very differently to other pistols and weakens it at long range, so make sure you utilize this weapon to more of a mid to close range. Now that we know how this weapon functions, let's see how it does against my phase lock method. As usual, I have the 3 main damage variants: a Rough Rider shield, a slag grenade, a damage relic, I have no skills, and my badass bar is disabled. So it's actually pretty competitive between the 3 main damage prefixes, with only fire rate slightly falling behind. So let's try once more, but with slag. Now that we know everything that we need to know about this weapon, let's break down the god roll. So the first part we're going to be going for is the barrel, which thankfully we do not have to worry about due to it being locked as the Infinity Pistol barrel. This is what gives it its infinite ammo as well as its unique spray pattern. After that, we're going to be looking for the prefix or attachment, which you can visually see next to the barrel. This is going to be the 2-for-1 prefix. This is what's going to make us shoot 2 bullets for the price of 1. The next part we're going to be going after is the grip, and this is going to be the Vladof grip. The reason why we want this is because it's going to give us the manufacturer bonus, which will be increasing our reload speed as well as our mag size. And with it being a Vladof grip as well, we will be getting an increase to our rate of fire with a slight decrease to damage and a little bit of a hit to our recoil recovery. And lastly, we're going to talk about the sights, and as usual, you can pick whatever one you want due to sights being more of a personal preference and not giving us any boost to any stats. So that basically does it for me. Before I go, I just always like to say I always try and show these items off in their most bare bones state so you as a player can determine whether or not it's worth going after on your character. If I had to make any recommendations, first of all, I would say Zero. Zero has several skills that can just absolutely buff the hell out of this gun, rate of fire wise and just accuracy and helping with the spread. But he also has a skill known as one shot one kill, which will infinitely proc on the Infinity Pistol due to it only having one shot, so it is always its first shot. So you can just have a permanent like 50% damage boost on the Infinity at all times with Zero. My second pick is more of a fun pick, that's going to be Salvador. Like Zero, he has several skills that can increase the amount of rate of fire that you can dish out, but Salvador also has a glitch with the Infinity Pistol, where if you have no ammo and then gun Zerk, because he regenerates ammo, and if you fire, you can cause like the Infinity Pistol to money shot infinitely as long as you hold down the trigger, and you can just like speed farm raid bosses, and it's really fun and silly. But you definitely don't have to make an entire build around this glitch. It is a glitch. So I recommend just doing it for fun if you decide to. And yeah, that basically does it for me. I hope you guys are having a good day. And I'll see you next time, Vault Hunters.